Hello, welcome back to my channel. So we will be we are going to continue with our um, series about Azure DevOps. Okay, now we are in this second component, which is Azure Pipeline, where we will be building our CI CD pipeline. So we'll start with the continuous integration. Okay, let's go. We are here, pipelines. This is the first feature, and the second feature will be releases. Okay, with pipeline, there is no pipeline. Let's create a new pipeline. Okay, we need to choose where our code is located. As I said, you can use GitHub. Okay, if you click here, you have to provide your GitHub credential, and then you after authentication, you can then choose the repo where your code is located. Okay, in my case, I'm going to use Azure repo because I have pushed my source code in Azure repos. Okay, and I'm using this repository. All right, I'm choosing. Okay, here now I need to configure my pipeline. Here we have just some templates, and we have more templates. Okay, but what I'm going to do is yeah, just start from scratch so we can understand everything. All right. Yes, I'm gonna show you the general structure of the pipeline. Okay, how it looks like. Okay, this is the general structure of the pipeline. First thing, trigger. Here, it means that this pipeline will be triggered if there is some changes on this branch. Okay, in my case, I just have one branch, which is the main branch. So if there is a change in this branch, then the pipeline will be triggered. And then here, pool. The pool here is just the agent where the pipeline will be run. Well, okay, and we provide here the image for the virtual machine. So VM image, the image for the virtual machine is Ubuntu latest, meaning again here Azure will take care of creating the virtual machine, and we just specify the operating system. We will be using Ubuntu, so it's Linux. Okay, you can use Windows, and you can use also Mac OS. Oh, great. Okay, and then we have stages. So we can have you can have as many stages as you want. Okay, in this case, for example, there is two stages. The first one is build, the second one is test, and we have jobs inside the stage. Okay, here for example we have job, first job and the second job. Okay, and each job has one or more steps. Okay, in this case, for example, this first job has two steps, and here in my case I just have two bash command. Okay, bash, why? Because we are using Ubuntu operating system, so we have bash. Okay, but if you're using Windows, probably you will be using PowerShell. Okay, if you are just running a command on a terminal. And the second job here, it just has one step. Okay, okay, for the second stage, okay, for example, if you know that you just have one 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 job, you can even remove this, so we can just start directly with steps. So we know we just have one job, and we can have as many steps as we want. Okay, okay, here for the stages, it will be run in sequential order. So meaning, first of all, it's gonna run this stage, the build one, the first one, and after if this after completing this stage, you're gonna start the second one. But inside the stage, the job can be run in parallel. Okay, but if you think that the second job depend on the first job, then you can explicitly put a depend condition, okay, a dependency condition like this. For example, we put depend on colon, and you put job one. Okay, this will tells Azure to first run this job, and after completing this job, he can run the job number two. So this job cannot run if the first one didn't complete it, because it depends on that. Okay, but if you don't put this, Azure can run the two jobs in parallel. Okay, now let's start. I think I will have just one job. Okay, we come here. Pull no steps. As you can see, for example, here they started directly with steps, meaning we just have one job. You see, and we have just two steps. The first step is to run this script. It's just a bash script, and here to run this script as well. And you can run if you want to use script and you want to run multiple command, then you can use this pipe and you can run as many command if you want. Okay, yes. All right, now I'm gonna just replace it by what I want. I will replace with this one. Okay. The first stage will be build stage. Okay. Job one. So yes, just call it same name, build. And here, no, I don't just, I'm not going to use this. Okay. My first step. Okay, my first step for the Java application, the first thing is to compile your application. So if you are using the Maven package, you can run Maven package to compile to build your application, and it will produce a jar file, and then you can run the server with this one. So we can do it manually ourselves, but the good thing with Azure DevOps is this assistant, so it will help us do that. So what we need Maven, because we need to build. As you can see, for example, we have Maven build and test and deploy with Apache Maven. So we use this one. Okay, we need to specify the pom.xml. So in our case, we have the same name. Okay, if you have used a different name, then you have to put that name over there as well. You need to put that name. What is the goal? The goal is to create to build our application, so Maven package, so to create a jar file. And okay, everything else here will leave everything as default. Maybe just here in advanced, we need to specify the Java version. Okay, here we are using Java 11, so we choose Java 11 here. Okay, that's all. Now we can add. Okay, that's what we have. This is our first step. Our first step is this task. Okay, maybe I think I can add here the goal. The goal is package. All right. Now, after this, in our case, we don't need it, but it's always a good practice. For example, as I said, this after compiling, after building, it will produce this folder, the target folder, and inside this target folder, we have okay, we have this jar file, and this is the jar file that is helpful to start the server. Okay, and basically this if you want to save some artifact, it's this file that we want to save. Okay, if for example we are not using a Docker file, if we are not Dockerizing our application, we need to save this file, and to this is our releases. Okay, for every time the pipeline will run, we need to save this artifact and to versioning, to give a version for every jar file. Okay, but I will show you even if we want to use it normally. Okay, but I just going to show you. So we need to copy this file and to publish it. All right, that's what you can see the name here. You don't need to memorize all the name. You just need maybe this one. Okay, snapshot.jar. That's what we are going to do. So first of all, I need to copy this file. Here, copy files from source folder to target folder. Okay. For the source folder, I'm going to look in the working directory. Okay. In the working directory, I'm going to use the built-in variable in Azure DevOps. Okay. I'm gonna just copy paste here. Okay. This is the built-in variable. All right. Okay, system.default working directory. Since this variable will be replaced, this variable represents the working directory. Okay, and what are we looking for? As I said, the jar file. Okay, I'm just going to copy paste here. Okay, this one. Okay, so in our working directory, okay, we will be looking in every subdirectory, and we will be looking for this file. Okay, a file that starts with something and ends with hyphen snapshot.jar, as I showed you. Okay, and then we need to copy this file in a target folder, and the target folder for Azure, if we want to copy a build artifact, we have also a built-in variable for that. Okay, so just copy here and we paste. Okay, so we will be copying this file in this folder. Okay, and advance here. No, there is nothing. Then we can add. Okay, after copy now we need to publish. Why do we need to publish? Well, we need to make this file available in our pipeline, so we can use this file even in the second stage, or we can download, even us we can download it, because it will be available in our pipeline. Okay, so now for publishing the build artifact, we're gonna also use this assistant. It's really handy. Publish. Okay, yes, we have publish build artifact. Okay, as you can see, for example, you see he knows he's gonna look in this folder. Okay, this one. Okay, and now the name you can leave drop or I can change it. Let's put this is the folder where he will save the artifact my artifact. Okay, and the location is Azure pipelines. Okay, so he will save it in this pipeline. Advance here, we don't need to tar the artifact before uploading. No. Okay, then we can add, I think, okay, so we can add. All right, so this is the first stage, the build one. So we are going to build the application. It will produce the jar file. Then we will copy the jar file to this to this build artifact staging directory, and then we will be publishing this file so that it will be available in our pipeline. Okay, and now we can go to the second stage. Okay, the second stage, let's call it Docker, because in this stage we're gonna build our Docker. What do we need here? Stage, and then we need jobs, and the job. Okay, let's call it Docker as well. And okay, so we have jobs and then job, and then we have steps. All right. Okay, in our case, what do we want? We want to build a Docker image, and we want also to push that Docker image into our container registry. Okay. Also, we can use the assistant here, just write Docker, and we can see we have, for example, here build or push Docker images, login or logout, and so on. Okay, we need this. Oh, okay, we need to provide here our connection, container registry. Let's check our connection. Okay, you see, this is the first connection we are going to use, Azure container registry. Okay, and then we give the name here. So we'll be giving the same name, Spring Boot. So we can use the same repository, and you can use here build and push. Okay, at the tag, you see the tag, we will be using this tag. Okay, the tag here, it will be the build ID. Okay, so we will have the same image, the same repository, and the tag will be this one. Okay, that's all. I think we can add. So stage, jobs, job steps. All right, so I think we have our two stages. Okay, the first one, which is build, and the second one, which is Docker. Okay, so what we have done here is this continuous integration. So we will check it to see if now, so this will he will integrate the source code. He will take this source code, run the pipeline, and produce the artifact, the jar file. He will publish it. We can see it. We will see it in the pipeline, and also he will push the image after building the Docker image. He will push it. Then we can check. Normally, we will have then the second image. Okay, the first one we okay. The first one is 25, and the second one, the next one will be 26. Okay, let's go back here, then save and run. Let's save. Okay, now he's building, as you can see. Okay, we can go there. Okay, it's building, and so okay, we'll pause the video. He's doing now the the Maven package. All right, so I will pause and then we'll come back to see the result. Okay, he has finished with the first part and he's now creating the Docker image. As I said here, if we go to our register Docker, our container registry, this is the repository. Okay, right now we just have the previous tag. Okay, and after completing this pipeline, we should have now the second image now, 26. Okay, but let's wait first. Okay, come back here. It's still okay. Okay, I think he just finished. Now just check here. Okay, he just created the new image with 26, and let's see if he pushed the image. So as you can see, for the build here, we can also see that we have one artifact that has been produced, and we can check it. We can check even for the artifact. Okay, we have, as we see now the artifact is available in this pipeline and we can use it anyway. Okay, this is the artifact. Let's see. You see, this is the folder, my artifact. If we click here, we have target and we have this jar file. Okay, then we can use it also. And go back here now. Okay, let's go and check if we have the image, because we said this CI/CD should publish the artifact. We saw the artifact and should also build the Docker image and push the Docker image to the Azure Container Registry. So now let's go and check if we have that image here. Let's go here now. Refresh. All right, and go check the repository. It's the same repository, and then check. Okay, as you can see now we have the two images. Okay, tag 25 and tag 26. Okay, now we did just the CI. Okay, but if you can see, even if here we refresh, we still have the old image, because we still have to do the continuous deployment. Okay, so I hope you are enjoying this series. In the next video, I will show you how we can implement the the continuous delivery pipeline, so that we will deploy um, our application, so it will update. All right. So if you have any concern, just drop a comment. I will answer. So like the video and share the video. If you didn't subscribe yet, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.